Hello, everyone. This is Jorge Montiel from Arizona State University reporting for Varsity Sports Show here with head coach Gianni of the Cactus Shadows. So, Coach, you're heading into this game 13-1. You won 13 games, had a heck of a season so far. What's been your secret sauce, do you think?
I think this year our kids just really like coming to the park. Our camaraderie is outstanding. It's a fun group of guys, and I think sometimes that gets overlooked. And obviously they have some talent. They're good players, but they just like being together and competing.
So, as good as you guys have done all season, you guys are coming off a loss. What do you think your team can improve on heading into this game?
You know, I think every coach would say the same. Just make sure we don't make mental mistakes. Physical mistakes happen, but as long as we play our game and make the routine plays and don't make any mental mistakes, I think we'll play very well.
Who should we keep an eye on the field today?
Carter Brown on the mound has had a great year. He's committed to Pepperdine. Our third baseman, Jack Scully's had a great year. Our shortstop, Henry Verhemi, has been outstanding. Dominic Zigarelli at second's been doing really well. And so in general, I think a lot of our players have just had a really good year so far. But Carter Brown, hopefully he can throw the ball well today.
Yeah. Thank you, Coach, for your time. You can check Varsity Sports Show for clips on our Instagram handle and our Twitter, and we'll see you there.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Hello, everyone. This is Jorge Montiel from Arizona State University reporting for Varsity Sports Show here with head coach Joe Mickey of Saguaro High School. So, Coach, you were coming off a championship win last season. Obviously, that felt good for you. How do you think things are going this season so far?
I think they're going really well. 6-2 in PowerPoint games. We're just finding our feet and playing really good baseball. Pitchers are throwing the ball well, and we're having really good bats in the box. Hard to duplicate anything season to season, and so we know the challenges that are out in front of us, and we're just trying to be 1% better every day and try to be 1-0 today.
So you have a tough opponent today, Cactus Shadows at 13-1. What is the mentality of your team heading into this game?
It's just us versus us. That's a great club over there. We've seen a lot of really good teams this year. As far as our strength of schedule, it's off the charts. So I like where we're at. I know we're really competitive. They're a great group. We've seen them a few years back, and it'll be a fun game today. But they throw the ball well. They swing it really well. So we just have to play clean defense. If we keep the outs to a minimum and then just have really competitive at-bats in the box, I'd like to see us scrap to the end.
For the fans watching the broadcast tonight, on your team, who should we keep an eye out on the field for?
Vinny Keck taking the ball on the mound should be strong, and Carter Bond should be coming in shortly after him. And offensively, Lou Busseri, Xander Braspis, Kyle Miller, Chasen Neiman's been swinging a good bat. So just a bunch of young guys. Kason Williams has been on fire. So we're looking just to get these guys to stay hot and keep passing the oar. So we talk about rowing the boat. Let's row today.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
To stay in tune, never miss a sport, never miss a play, go to our Varsity Sports Show Instagram handle and X at Varsity Sports Show, and we'll see you there.
Good evening and welcome to Saguaro High School here in Scottsdale, Arizona. As tonight we have the Saguaro SaberCats facing off against the Cactus Shadow Falcons. I'm Will Case alongside McKenna Kellums. We're here for the Varsity Sports Show as both teams will get introduced. Today the SaberCats are 13-1-1, coming off their first loss of the season in their last game. The SaberCats are 9-6-1. They are 2-0 in the 4A Desert Sky region. And story of the game is the Cactus Shadow Falcons are hitting .401 as a team, getting on base at a .513 rate, fielding percentage of .961, and a key stat is in only 15 games they have hit 22 home runs, so really slugging the ball here early. For the Saguaro SaberCats, team average is .259, getting on base 348% of the time, fielding percentage slightly lower, .957, and their key stat is a 4.09 team ERA, which is nothing to laugh about here in high school baseball, especially in the 4A. And McKenna, what do you got on both these teams?
Yeah, I mean, both teams have been doing great so far, and I think we're gonna go to a quick break here while the national anthem plays.
And we will, as the national anthem, we'll honor that and be right back.
Hi, my name is Daniel Cadena, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. Today I got the opportunity to talk with Jace Cobalt. He's a personal trainer at the North Rec Center here on the U of A campus. I showed you a video of someone of smaller stature, and they were listing out the number of weight that they were doing, and I had asked you, hey, is this impressive? And you, before you even saw the number, you're like, any weight is impressive.
Yes.
Could you elaborate on that?
If you're interested in fitness and you go to the gym and you pick up a dumbbell, already you're doing more work than most people with a gym membership. The fact that you're there lifting in the first place is impressive. I started out working out with my parents on weekends, and eventually I wanted to start being more consistent because I fell in love with it. There's a notice for people who wanted to get personal training that there was a shortage of personal trainers at the U of A, and I was like, maybe I could help.
Powerlifting competitions.
The very first kind of fitness influencer that I followed was a guy named Jeff Nippard. He was 5'5", super jacked. I saw oh man, a person of my size can lift an insane amount of weight. That's awesome. I want to do that. The weight that you lift, at least for me personally, in a competition is secondary to the amount of attempts that you successfully do. So for squats, you got to get your hip crease below your knee joint. Deadlift, hoist the weight, and you gotta hold it there for I think about a second, because if your grip slips when you finish the lift, all three red lights.
Green flags for a personal trainer, and some red, not so great.
Red to beige, yeah. Green flags, always engage with the client. A trainer who isn't looking out for their client's safety, I think, major red flag. The client isn't supposed to build around you. The trainer is supposed to build around their client.
That's all for today. This is Daniel Cadena reporting for the Varsity Sports Show.
Welcome back to Saguaro High School, where we'll have the start of this one in a few seconds. Starting pitcher for the SaberCats is number 10, Vinny Keck, junior, 6 foot 170 with a 4.91 ERA. And starting lineup for Cactus Shadows will be leading off. Will be number 8, Henry Verhemi. Batting second will be number 5, Jack Scully. Batting third is number 19, Kian Marquez. Batting fourth is number 31, Dominic Ziccarelli. Batting fifth is number 14, Owen Canerco. Batting sixth and playing right field will be Aiden Kleinfelter. Batting seventh, number 23, catching, is Evan Hainish. Batting eighth is Karsten Peglowski. And batting ninth will be Luca Palma, who will be playing center field for the Falcons. Keck finishing up his warm-up is eagerly waiting to get started. Falcons dugout looks on. Verhemi playing shortstop will lead off for the Falcons, as Gomez will send this pitch down to second base. And we'll be underway here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Gomez gives a bumps to Verhemi as he'll stride in against Keck. And let's do it here in Scottsdale. First pitch is lined into left field, stays fair. Verhemi, first pitch swinging. That'll be a base hit to get them started. Keck gets jumped on early as Jack Scully will stride in, playing third base today, hitting .447 on the year. Keck kicks and fires, swinging a big cut by Verhemi. Counts 0-1. Keck comes set, kicks and deals. Curveball's fouled down the left field line. Keck's ahead 0-2. Keck can really go anywhere here with this pitch. Wouldn't be surprised to see a waste pitch here to Scully. So he'll try to battle. The 0-2 is fouled down the left field line again. We'll do it again. Keep an eye on the runner at first for Hemi. Got a big secondary on that last one. The next pitch is in there for strike 3 as Scully goes down looking. Good bounce back for Keck. Next batter for the Falcons will be Kian Marquez, the sophomore. He'll be at first base today. Left-handed hitting. Batting .500 so far this year. Check on the runner on first for Hemi. He's in there standing. Keck looking for a ground ball double play to get out of this inning. Only one out here in the top of the first. Keck kicks and deals. There goes the runner for Hemi. Ball's fouled away. Count is 0-1. Falcons are jumping all over Keck here to start this game, swinging early and often. Next pitch from him is swung on, drilled into right field. That'll be a base hit. Runner will stay at second. Now first and second here with only one out. Good swing there from Marquez as they'll go station to station. Next up for the Falcons is number 31, Dominic Ziccarelli. The senior will be playing second base today for the Falcons. He's batting .459. Like we said in the opener, Falcons are really hitting it well. Over .400 as a team. First pitch from Keck is fouled straight back. He was all over that one. First and second here in the first for the Falcons. Only one out. Ziccarelli will look to drive in a run off Keck, who's in some early trouble. He'll kick and fire. Curveball just misses. Count is 1-1. Keck's next pitch is swung on and missed. Ziccarelli went chasing for that one. Keck's ahead in the count, 1-2 now. Big out here for Keck. We'll look to keep those runners at first and second. Keck will step off as looks like he had a little trouble with the second baseman, and Gomez will come out and talk to him. A lot of early swings here for the Falcons. They're jumping all over Keck, and Keck will try to escape this jam here in the first. Keck and Gomez are on the same page. Keck will soon deliver his 1-2 pitch to Ziccarelli, the 4-hole hitter. And it's on its way. It's a curveball flied into left field. Left fielder has a play on it, and he'll catch it. Here comes the runner tagging up from second is Verhemi, and he'll make it to third. Good contact there from Ziccarelli. Gets the man over to third. Good play from Jacoby out in left field. Had to jump for that one, but outs and out. We'll have 2 outs here in the first as Canerco will stride to the plate and try to get that runner home from third. Owen Canerco, sophomore, playing left field today. He's hitting .382. Having himself a good sophomore season. Runners on first and third here with 2 outs for Keck. He'll kick and fire. Ball's inside. Gomez checks on the runner on first. They got him in a rundown. This seems to be a planned play, and he'll get to second as here comes Verhemi as that worked to perfection for the Falcons. And that was most certainly a design play. They told the runner to get picked off from first, and he did. And the first baseman, Miller, had trouble handling it, and Verhemi came home. 1-0 here in the first. Falcons will scratch across the run, and that's the small ball coming into play. Next pitch from Keck is in there for a strike. Runner on second, 2 outs, and a 1-1 count to Konerko. Next pitch misses high. Counts 2-1. The 2-1 from Keck is in there for a strike. Count is 2-2. Twos are wild here in the first. Marquez on second. Next pitch from Keck is fouled straight back. Healthy cut from Konerko. Keck looks to limit here in the first. Try to hold the Falcons to only 1 run as the 2-2 pitch is just misses inside. Count is full. Marquez at second. Getting a big secondary. Will look to score on a base hit from Konerko as the payoff pitch is a curveball in the dirt. Good take from Konerko. Good at bat to work a walk there. So 2 outs here in the top of the first. As Aiden Kleinfelter will dig in, the senior playing right field today, hitting .368 on the season. Will look to put a few more runs on the board here in the top of the first. As Keck is trying to limit, trying to work out of that jam as the 0-0 count. Ball's dribbled on over to third. Williams will have a play, and he'll just tag the runner Marquez out on his way to third as Keck limits the damage. Only 1 run for the Falcons. We'll head to the bottom.
Hello, this is Maya Perez from the Varsity Sports Show here to give you a Phoenix Suns season recap so far. As of March 19th, 2025, the Suns hold a 33-37 record, placing them 10th in the NBA Western Conference. Early in the season, the Suns started off with a mix of wins and losses, struggling to find consistency. Then mid-season, they unfortunately went through a series of injuries and tough matchups that led to a challenging period for them, definitely impacting their standings. However, recently, the team has shown resilience, securing crucial victories in order to remain in playoff contention. 3 key players to all the victories: Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Grayson Allen. The remaining games are critical for the Suns, especially against teams like the Cavaliers, Bucks, and Celtics. Let's see how they do. This was Maya Perez for the Varsity Sports Show.
Hello, Varsity Sports Show viewers. My name is Diego Iniguez with the show Diggy's Analysis, and on Friday, April the 4th at 6 p.m., I will be live only on Varsity Radio on live365.com. Tune in at 6 p.m. Mountain Time so I can talk with you about the Phoenix Suns and their late season push to make it to the 2025 NBA playoffs. I have been to every Suns home game except one over the past 2.5 years, and have been waiting to give my analysis on this team and the unique challenges they face. Please tune in, and thank you very much for watching.
Welcome back to the ballpark, where the Falcons will take the field for the first time after putting up 1 run in the first inning. The pitcher for the Falcons will be number 48, Connor Brown, senior, with a 0 ERA so far, as he'll send this pitch down and he'll face a tough Saguaro lineup headed by Luis Busseri, who's at second base today, hitting .419 for the SaberCats. Senior is 6'2", 180. So the lefty will stride in against Brown. Brown's having a good season so far. Good senior campaign, and he'll look to continue that here. Busseri's ready, Brown's ready. First pitch from Brown is in there for a strike. Firm fastball. Brown kicks and fires, and ball's sliced on over to shortstop. He'll make the throw. Good pick by the first baseman, Marquez, as Busseri is retired.
Okay, can you check the HDMI cord? Can you loosen it up a little and make sure it doesn't
Good play there from Verhemme, who scored in the top of the first inning for the Falcons. Got a nice little pick, short-armed it, but his teammate Marquez saved him there as Bratspis will dig in for SaberCats. First pitch from Brown is swung on and missed. Healthy cut there from Bratspis. Bratspis playing shortstop today, hitting only 209 for the SaberCats in that 2 spot. Would like to see a little more production from him as Brown's off-speed pitch misses for a ball. Count is 1-1. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 lead for the Falcons early on. Brown pitching with a lead. His 1-1 pitch is in the dirt. Counts 2-1. Brown working with his buddy Hanisch behind the dish. The senior combo will look to make quick works of the SaberCats today. His next pitch is fouled straight back. Counts now 2-2. Let's see if they go off speed here. 2-2 pitch from Brown. Is a fastball fouled straight back and out of play. We'll do it again at 2-2. Brown looking to get Bratspis out any way he can. 2-2 pitch. Curveball just misses high. Bratspis got out of the way of that one. Counts full. Windy day here at the ballpark. Beautiful day as well. Wind's blowing straight in from left. It's Brown's payoff pitch to Bratspis is lined into center field. That'll be a base hit for Bratspis. He'll get the SaberCats going here in the bottom of the first. Brown just couldn't find a pitch to get Bratspis to get put away. And Bratspis finally sees enough pitches to get the best of Brown. As catcher Alain Gomez, the South Carolina commit, will stroll in. Left-handed swinging catcher, having himself a good year, hitting .310. Only a junior. He'll look to do some damage and respond to that Falcons run in the first. His first pitch from Brown is too high for a ball. Gomez always a threat for a home run, extra base hit, anything to get Bratspis in. With only 1 out here in the first. Next pitch is skied into left field. It's slicing away. It's going to be a tough play, and it's going to drop in there. That'll be the old-fashioned bloop single for Gomez. Runners will be on first and second. And that's real frustrating stuff for Brown. He got a good hitter to get jammed a little bit and go the other way. But the left fielder for the Falcons, Canerco, was nowhere to be found, and Gomez finds grass with only 1 out here in the bottom of the first, where Kyle Miller will stride in. Miller's playing first base today, hitting .211. Junior, 6'1", 180. Left-handed swinging first baseman. Looks to get some damage done here in the first. Brown will look to get a double play as Miller is not the fastest in the world. The 0-0 pitch to Miller is lined into center field. That'll be a base hit. Will they send Bratspis? Yes, they will. The play at the plate is not in time. RBI single for Miller ties this game at 1. And possibly more to come. First and second here with only one out. Good approach there from Miller. Taking the fastball right back up the middle for a base hit. He'll get himself an RBI as Cason Williams will stride into the box now. The senior is having a nice year, batting .318. He'll have runners on first and second here with only one out. Now in a tie ball game in the bottom of the first. Brown will look to limit the damage like Keck did in the top of the inning. First pitch is lined into center field. That's another base hit. Here comes the pinch runner for Gomez. He'll score, plays at third. Not in time. Miller gets the third. Williams gets an RBI single. SaberCats up 2-1. And that runner for Gomez was Abino, who scored for the catcher, courtesy runner. Nonetheless, a run scores. Miller moves to third. Williams will be at first. As head coach for the Falcons, Coach Gianni was having a conversation with home plate umpire. He'll go talk to his pitcher Brown now. A lot of offense here early. Both teams jumping on pitches early and often. Certainly in for a high-scoring one if things stay the same. Seems like there's a bit of confusion with the bat that Williams was using. Umpires will check it out. Seems to be like the discussions on the pine tar. Coach Mickey talking with the home plate and base umpire. Doesn't seem pleased, and they're going to call Williams out. Not sure what the ruling is there, but Mickey will toss the bat to the dugout as if he's telling them to get rid of that thing. And Williams is out at first, but it looks like the run will count, and the runner will stay at third. Let's see what they rule here. Nope, they're telling the runners to go back. And Williams will just be an out. So wipe that run off the board. Not sure what the ruling is there. But Abino will head back to second, and Miller will head back to first. And Cason Williams, who just hit an RBI single, will be called out due to a technicality, and weird stuff here. As Chasen Neiman will dig in now with 2 outs. And scores 1-1 now. So wipe it off the board, wipe the hit off the board, wipe the RBI off the board. And Neiman will try to do what Williams just did. First pitch from Brown is an off-speed, misses for a ball. Neiman playing center field, batting .156, ahead in the count, 1-0. Next pitch to him is a fastball, misses high, count is 2-0. So lucky break for Carter Brown. So he'll try to get out of this inning tied 1-1. The next pitch to Neiman misses, counts 3-0. I'm sure Neiman will have the take sign now as he'll try to load the bases here with 2 outs and pass the bat to Keck, the pitcher, on deck. Brown down in the count, 3-0. The pitch to Neiman is in there for a strike. That was a get-me-over pitch. Good take from Neiman as he'll have the green light now in the hitter's count, 3-1. Abino on second, Miller on first with good speed at second, and Abino. Base hit will score him like we saw in that last at-bat. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Count is full, so runners will take off when Brown goes to the plate. So base hit will certainly score Abino from second now. 3-2 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, 1-1 ball game. The payoff pitch misses outside. Runners were going there, but with ball 4, bases will be loaded here with 2 outs for the pitcher, Keck, who will try to help himself out. Having a good little year so far. Hitting .333 along with towing the slab here today. He'll try to get himself some insurance runs off Brown, who lost the feel of the zone a little bit in that last at-bat. But again, got that lucky break in Williams. First pitch to Keck is fouled. Keck was super early on that. Count is 0-1. Bases loaded, bottom 1, 2 outs. Brown will try to limit the damage. Next pitch to Keck is a curveball in there for a strike, clips the top of the zone. Count is 0-2. Brown can really go anywhere here. Way ahead in the count on Keck, as I'm sure Keck knows that, as he's a pitcher himself. The 0-2 is a good curveball, good spit by Keck. 1-2 is the count on Keck. Brown comes set. He'll kick and fire. Fastball misses way outside. Good catch there from Hanisch to save a run. Count is 2-2 as the scoreboard turns off. Seems like they're having some technical difficulties, excuse me. 2-2 count to Keck. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. 1-1 ball game. Brown's pitch is swung on and missed. Huge strikeout for Brown as he'll limit the damage. We'll be back at the ballpark for the top of the second.
This is Matthew Singer from Arizona State University reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. As the college hockey season comes to a close, one story stands out above all else. The Arizona State hockey team in their first year of NCHC play has already reached the semifinals in the NCHC tournament. Arizona State can earn an NCAA tournament automatic bid by winning the NCHC tournament. Last weekend, Arizona State upended the University of Minnesota Duluth. Despite reaching the semifinal game on Friday the 21st against Denver, and if they reach the championship game either North Dakota or Western Michigan, Coach Greg Powers' team is hungry for more, and they definitely should be. Without winning the NCHC tournament, Arizona State is in limbo when it comes to making its first appearance in the NCAA tournament as a non-independent school. They are currently 15th in the pairwise rankings. They could theoretically make it as a wild card to the NCAA tournament, but the odds are certainly against them. But if they don't make it and lose in the semifinals or championship, fans should still be proud of what this team has accomplished. Coach Greg Powers has willed this team to a 23-13-2 record and has silenced the doubters over the last couple months. Recovering from a 1-4-1 start makes this even more of a miraculous turnaround for the program. Regardless of the outcome of this weekend's game, he has done exactly what Kenny Dillingham did to the football program at Arizona State, and that is make it relevant again. For the Varsity Sports Show in Arizona State University, I'm Matthew Singer.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Welcome back to Saguaro High School for the top of the second inning here on Varsity Sports YouTube. We have a 1-1 game as Keck will go back to work for the SaberCats after striking out with the bases loaded. And we got official word that the 2-3, or I believe it was the 2, 3, 4, and 5 hitters all used was illegal. And they finally called him out on the 5th batter. That was Kason Williams, who got the short end of the stick. So his RBI single was wiped off the board. Score is still 1-1 here as we'll play the top of the second. As number 23, the 9-hole, Luca Palma, who's playing center field, will lead off for the Falcons as they almost batted around in that first inning. Palma hitting .278 on the year. Just a sophomore. Look to boost his average here today against Keck as he'll come set and step off the mound and gets a sign from Gomez. First pitch here in the top of the second is swung on and missed. Fastball right by Palma for a strike. Keck deals. Ball's drilled into left field. That'll land. Base hit for the 9-hole Palma as he gets the Falcons started here in the second. We'll head back to the top of the lineup.
While you're moving, and then just go over. I'm just gonna wait for you. I'm waiting to switch until you actually land on the guy.
Now up is Karsten Piglowski. He's DHing today, hitting .316. First pitch misses, and that was actually the 7-hole Evan Hanisch, the catcher, who led off the inning. So now it'll be number 9, Piglowski, the senior, the runner on first and nobody out against Keck. Keck's seen a lot of base runners here so far. Next pitch is in the dirt. Good block by Gomez to keep that runner at first. Next pitch from Keck is swung on and missed. Counts now 2-1. Nobody out here in the top of the second. Keep an eye on Hanisch at first. Next pitch is in the dirt. There goes Hanisch. Throw from Gomez is in plenty of time. So he was out by a mile. As Hanisch is gunned down by Gomez. That'll be the first out of the inning here in the second. What a great throw from Gomez. Seemed to be a little bit of a pitch out from Keck. So we'll see if Piglowski, who squared around a bunt, will see if he went after it or not. Pitch was ruled a ball, but first base umpire could overturn that if he saw an offer at the bunt. And he did go after it. Count will shift to 2-2 with one out here in the top of the second. Beautiful pitch and catch by Gomez to gun Hanisch. He makes the first out of the inning on the base pass. Frustrating stuff for Coach Gianni and the Falcons. Piglowski is retired. Swings and misses at a pitch from Keck. He'll be the second out of the inning. Beautiful pitch there from Keck. That was the high fastball to retire Piglowski. 2 outs here in the top of the second as the 9-hole Luca Palma will stride in. And the reason I messed them up is because they're both wearing number 23, so I don't know how that's legal, but here we are. Palma's a sophomore, hitting .278, like I said earlier, and he'll try to start a 2-out rally against Keck. First pitch is in there for a strike. Keck really seems to be settling in here in the second. Next pitch from Keck is a curveball in the dirt, blocked by Gomez. Count is 1-1. So Palma will try to flip the lineup with 2 outs in the second. Next pitch is fastball right down Broadway. Outs 1 and 2. Keck will look for a quick work of the Falcons' bottom of the lineup. Next pitch is skied in the infield. Who wants it? Williams calls it and retires the side. So 1-2-3 inning for Keck. No runs come across for the Falcons. We'll head to the bottom half.
Hi, I'm Connor Palak from Arizona State University, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. This weekend, the Arizona State baseball team returns home to host the Kansas Jayhawks for their first ever home Big 12 baseball series. This past weekend, the Sun Devils traveled to Fort Worth, Texas to take on TCU and ended up winning the series 2-1, including having an absolutely dominant performance offensively in Game 2 with a 26-9 victory. They then followed that up with a very tight 12-11 win to close out the series. That secured their first conference series win as members of the Big 12 Conference. This weekend, the Devils will look to continue that as they come back to Tempe to host the Kansas Jayhawks. Kansas enters with an impressive 17-4 record and also won their first conference series last weekend as they played against Baylor in Lawrence. However, the Jayhawks have dropped 2 straight, losing Game 3 of the series to Baylor, as well as dropping their midweek game against the University of Arizona. The Sun Devils also fell short in their midweek matchup, losing 6-3 as they played host to former conference opponent in the Pac-12, USC. Now, ASU's ace Ben Jacobs will look to get back on track to open the series after he suffered his first losing decision of the year against TCU. It should be an exciting series as both teams look to improve on their conference records. Arizona State will look to continue their winning ways and stay towards the top of the Big 12 standings. Once again, from Arizona State University, I'm Connor Palak, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show.
Welcome back to Saguaro High School, where we'll get started right away as Jacoby sends one into right center field. And the play is made by the center fielder for the Falcons. That was Palma, who just popped out to end the last inning. As right fielder Kleinfelter went diving for that one. Palma just strolled on over and made the play like it was nothing, as Jacoby is the first out here in the bottom of the second. Now hitting is number 8, Kingston Sinner, playing right field. Brown's first pitch to him misses. Count is 1-0. Sinner, the freshman, batting 154 in his first year of varsity baseball. He's ahead in the count. Next pitch is a curveball that just misses. Brown falls behind 2-0. One-to-one ball game here in the bottom of the second. Sinner will try to flip this SaberCats lineup. So look to add on more. Next pitch misses. Count is 3-0. So Sinner certainly going to take this pitch from Brown, as he's lost the feel of the zone a little bit. She did slightly in the last inning. Next pitch is in the dirt. Sinner takes the easiest of walks. He'll be on first with only 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And Sinner does his job and flips the lineup over beautifully as Busseri, leadoff man, strides in. He grounded out on a little line drive, tweener hop to short. He'll work with a runner on first here as Sinner's got good speed. Keep an eye on him. Brown will try to hold the runner. Takes an extra long pause. He kicks and fires. First pitch is fouled back. Count is 0-1 on Busseri. Busseri, a senior. He's seen that .419 average dip a bit after his 0 for 1 day so far. Behind in the count, 0-1 on Brown. Brown's next pitch is a curveball, misses outside, counts even. So 1-1 count here with one out to Busseri. Brown comes set, kicks and fires. Misses up. Check on the runner on first center. He's in there standing. Brown's fallen behind a little bit here. Lost the touch of the zone a bit. 2-1 pitch to Busseri. Is in the dirt. Good block by the ump. As Hanisch will certainly turn around and thank him for his duty, saving the runner, moving up to second there. And again, Brown's behind in the count, 3-1 to Busseri. Certainly don't want to walk two in a row for this meat of the SaberCats order. 3-1 pitch is in there. Ball's grounded onto second. They'll look to turn two. Short. Throws it on to first as they roll the double play. It's exactly what the doctor ordered for Brown as he gets out of it, and we'll head to the third here on Varsity Sports.
What's going on, Varsity Sports Show fans? My name is Jorge Montiel, and this Monday, March 31st, I'll be going live with my show, Montiel's Moment, and I'll be talking about upcoming WrestleMania event for the WWE, all the biggest matches. I will also be talking about MLB early picks, who's going to come on top of the divisions. So if you're interested, join me this Monday, March 31st at 7 p.m. I'll see you then.
Hello, Varsity Sports Show viewers. I'm Nia Jackson with the show Nia Sideline Report. I'll be going live on Tuesday, April 1st at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, only on Varsity Radio on live365.com. We will be talking about the ongoing March Madness tournament as well as the current NBA standings and the upcoming playoff picture. Be sure to tune in once again on Tuesday, April 1st at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, only on Varsity Radio at live365.com.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
Welcome back to high school baseball on Varsity Sports Show's YouTube as Keck is out there for his third inning of work. Both teams put up zeros in the second. Scores 1-1 as the leadoff hitter for the Falcons will lead off the third in Henry Verhemme. Verhemme singled and scored in his first at-bat. Finished off that bottom of the second inning with that double play with second baseman Ziccarelli. He'll try to get the Falcons started here in the top of the third. First pitch is a curveball that misses. Counts 1-0 on Verhemme. Next pitch is fouled straight back. Counts even at 1-1. Next pitch is fouled straight back again. Verhemme's all over Keck. We'll see if Keck goes with an off-speed pitch to get Verhemme. Next pitch is low. That was the fastball. Counts even again at 2-2. So Keck working fast here in the third. On a roll after that 1-2-3 inning in the second. Next pitch is drilled up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Verhemme's 2 for 2. And he'll bring up the meat of the Falcons order. They'll try to tack on some runs for Keck. So he throws his arms up and looks at Verhemme like, how do I get you out? Next batter for the Falcons is Jack Scully, he struck out looking in his first at-bat. First pitch is in there. Gomez checks on the runner on first. Close play, but he's safe. Gomez thought he had him. Gomez, a stud behind the dish. Good arm, good bat, good blocking. As his blocking comes into play there. Keeps the runner Verhemme at first. Pitch was in the dirt from Keck. Scully will look to take the bat off his shoulder this at-bat. The 1-1 pitch from Keck is in the dirt. Good pick by Gomez. Verhemme doesn't seem to be going anywhere after Gomez threw a laser down to second in that last inning to gun the runner. Next pitch misses just outside. Keck doesn't want to walk. Scully here. 2 runners on, nobody out would not be ideal, as nobody seems to be stirring in the SaberCats bullpen. Keck's next pitch is half swung, pop up to shortstop. Should have let it drop, but he doesn't. Shortstop makes the play. That was Bratspis, as Scully will be the first out. Bit of an excuse me swing there from Scully. Didn't really make up his mind, but puts one into fair territory, and Bratspis retires him as the 3-hole is next. He and Marquez. He singled in the first inning. He'll look for more of the same against Keck, who seems to have got away with that last batter. He was down in the count. Got an excuse me swing. First pitch is a curveball outside. Keck doesn't seem to be able to locate his off-speed stuff. His fastball seems to be getting hit a little bit. Frustrating stuff for Keck. He's got to find something here. Next pitch to Marquez. Misses. Counts 2-0. Keck will step off. So Verhemme at first here with 1 out in the top of the 3rd. Keck will deal to Marquez. Swing and a miss from Marquez. Not a great 2-0 swing, not a great 2-0 pitch to swing at. Counts 2-1 nonetheless. 2-1 pitch from Keck. Fastball that misses high. Count is 3-1. And again, don't want to walk a guy to get a runner in scoring position with only 1 out. 3-1 misses low, and he does just that. So it'll be first and second for the 4-hole. Dominic Ziccarelli, who flew out to a deep fly ball to left field. It was a good play by the left fielder Jacoby in the first inning. He'll try to get one to find some grass here in the 3rd and push across another run for the Falcons. Keck's first pitch misses. Keck's lost the feel. Let's see how patient Ziccarelli will be at the plate. Next pitch to him is fouled down the right field line and will get out of play. Counts even at 1-1. Keck will call time and tie a shoe. So we'll try to work out of another jam. A lot of high-intensity pitches here for Keck early on. Only 3 innings of work. His next pitch is a curveball. Misses up. Throw down to second. Not in time. Gomez keeping Verhemme on his toes out there, like he did when Verhemme was at first. Counts 2-1 on Ziccarelli. Keck comes set, checks on the runner at second a few times. He'll do it again. Pitch misses. Believe that hit the bat. He's going to argue that it hit his head. That'll be a hit by pitch for Ziccarelli. And he'll load the bases. Coach Mickey will come have a conversation with home plate umpire as he thinks it hit the bat. So bases will be loaded here with only one out as Coach Mickey will persuade home plate umpire, talk to the base umpire. Let's see what they come up with. I believe this will stand. Not really much the base umpire can do to overturn this one. So it should be bases loaded here for Konerko, who walked his last at-bat. And they will award Ziccarelli first base via the hit by pitch. Maybe that delay will get Keck back in the zone. Can't seem to find it here in the third. Ducks on the pond for Konerko. Only one out. Keck will work out of the stretch as he comes set, kicks and fires. First pitch misses as that delay did not help Keck, and he still can't find the strike zone. See if Konerko swings away, and he does. Pitch is fouled straight back. Pitch looked in the zone from Keck. So hopefully that's a good sign for the rest of this at-bat and the ones following. Owen Konerko will look to do some damage. Next pitch is a curveball. Just misses. Check on the runner on first. Not in time. Keck falls behind in the count 2-1 on Konerko, who, like I said, walked his last at-bat, so he's a patient hitter up there in the 5-hole. Next pitch, no. Check on the runner on third, does Keck. Don't see that too often. Pick off to third. Williams, good thing he was on the same page as Keck, or else that ball would have gone down the left field line. Count is still 2-1. See if Keck comes home on this pitch. He does, and he misses high. Count's now 3-1 on Konerko. And walking a run home is something that you certainly don't want to do. Very frustrating for Coach Mickey and the pitching coach for the SaberCats. Next pitch is dribbled down the line to third. Ball's foul. Williams covered a lot of ground there as the SaberCats bullpen gets moving. We'll try to get a number for you to see who could be coming in after Keck as he's worked himself into trouble. Payoff pitch from Keck is flied into right field. Play's made, but here comes the runner Verhemme from third. And he'll score again as Verhemme scores both runs for the Falcons on a sac fly by Konerko. Falcons now lead 2-1. Now striding into the box for the Falcons is Kleinfelter. He grounded out to third his last at-bat. They'll have runners on first and second here with 2 outs. Falcons now have the lead as Carter Bond warms in the SaberCats bullpen. As Keck's worked himself into trouble. First pitch is a curveball that misses. Keck wanted that one, but does not get it. Falls behind another batter. First pitch strike has been a big thing for Keck. Can't really seem to get the first pitch over, and Falcons are taking advantage of these hitters' counts. Next pitch just misses outside. Keck wanted that one again. Gomez even held that one a little bit longer. Home plate umpire says no. Counts now 2-0. Kleinfelter ahead in the count. Next pitch is grooved right down the middle. Kleinfelter seemed like he had the auto take there after Keck has lost the zone. 2-1 pitch to Kleinfelter. Misses. Counts 3-1. Don't want to load the bases again. Got to take advantage of the bottom of the Falcons order here, does Keck. A lot of pitches in only 2 2/3 innings of work so far. Payoff pitch misses. It'll be another walk for the Falcons. And the pitching coach for the SaberCats will come have a chat with Keck after he's not doing so hot here in the third inning. So they'll buy Bond some time in the bullpen. As Keck will look to limit. So he'll face the 7-hole Evan Hanisch. Catcher singled in his first at-bat. Like I said, one of 2 number 23s in this starting lineup. Home plate umpire breaks up the meeting at the mound, and Keck will have to work around a few walks, a few hit-by pitches, a hit, a sac fly. See if he can only limit this Falcons offense to only 1 run here in the top of the third. And if they get out of this only trailing 2-1 after Keck's line, SaberCats will certainly be happy about that. Hanisch swings and misses at the first pitch. Probably bought Keck a strike there. Keck wants Gomez to give him another sign. He'll come set, kicks and fires the 0-1. Ball's in the dirt. Good block by Gomez, but it gets away. Here's the play at the plate. Not a great throw from Gomez, but they get him! Beautiful tag by Keck. As Marquez gets gunned at the plate. Seemed like he was in there. So we'll see if we can get a replay. No replay, as that'll be the end of the inning. Falcons get 1 and get thrown out at home plate to end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the third.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Hi there, I'm Savannah Judnich, and I will be reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. I was born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada, and attend UNLV as a senior studying journalism and media studies. I have really gotten into sports. Some of my experience includes this article about the Vegas Thrill. I have furthered my knowledge with audio by co-hosting a podcast last semester all about marketing and public relations. I hope to continue my studies not just in writing but audio knowledge throughout the course of the semester. It's nice to meet you.
My name is Bella Casey, and I am very excited to be one of the new interns for the 2024 fall season. As a person who has grown up playing and watching sports, I know the hard work and determination it takes to be an athlete. So whether it's on the field, court, or track, I love competition, and I'm very thrilled to be able to give you an inside look during this season. Make sure to stay tuned and stay connected to the Varsity Sports Show for all the latest sports news.
Welcome back to Saguaro High School, where Carter Brown will work his third inning as his first pitch to Xander Bratsfus misses. Bratsfus singled and scored in his first at-bat. The only run for the SaberCats so far. Brown's next pitch is in there for a strike. Counts even at 1-1. Brown working quickly here. His 1-1 pitch to Bratsfus is lined into center field. Caught by the left fielder, Konerko. Good piece from Bratsfus. Just a bit unlucky there as Konerko was placed perfectly. Loud contact for the first out for Brown. As Gomez will stride in. He singled in his first at-bat. His pinch runner, Abino, initially scored before Williams was called out due to an illegal bat. First pitch to him is skied in the infield. Verhemi calls it and retires Gomez for the second out here in the bottom of the third. Kyle Miller will stride in as Brown seems to have found a groove here in the past couple of innings. Miller singled as he was a part of that. Freyna singles in the first. Miller rocking the number 20. SaberCats wearing that yellow jersey with the white pants today. First pitch from Brown is in there for a strike. Falcons in the gray as they're the road team. Blue jerseys. Beautiful afternoon here at Saguaro High School. Next pitch from Brown's a curveball that misses. Counts 1-1. Miller, the lefty swinging junior. Take this 1-1 pitch from Brown, and pitch is way outside. Counts in the favor of Miller, 2-1. Brown's next pitch misses and will head to the backstop. Miller's way ahead, 3-1. 2-out walks are killers. Brown will try to get back in the zone to Miller. Next pitch is in there, dribbled on over to first. Beautiful play. Will Brown get over? And he beats Miller to the bag. So good PFP work from Brown, as another clean inning for him will send us to the fourth, 2-1 Falcons.
Hi, I'm James Copeland, and I am a junior at Arizona State University at Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communications. I am a sports journalism and political science major, and I'll be interning for the Varsity Sports Show this semester in the Phoenix metro area. I can't wait to cover all the spring sports and meet new athletes and coaches in the area to tell their stories and who they are. Let's get rolling.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Hello everyone, my name is Caitlin Toon. I'm an Arizona native and current junior studying journalism with a focus in sports media at Northern Arizona University, and I'm so excited to be interning with the Varsity Sports Show this spring. I can't wait to bring sports stories that matter to the local Arizona community.
Welcome back to Saguaro High School for the fourth inning. As Vinny Keck come out for another inning. Surprising to see him in this fourth, as he had a rough first and a rough third. Been able to limit really well, only one run in both of those innings, only losing 2-1. But a lot of base runners, a lot of high intensity pitches. Bond will certainly be ready to replace Keck in case Keck gets in some trouble here. First pitch misses. That was a changeup. This is Hanisch again, who was at the plate when the runner got thrown out at home. Pitch to him is lined into left field. Left fielder comes in, but it'll find grass as Hanisch with another base hit. He's 2 for 2. As Piglowski will stride in. He struck out his first at-bat. He's DHing for Carter Brown, the pitcher for the Falcons. Another runner on for Keck. Surprised he's still in this game. Possibly Bond isn't ready yet in the bullpen, but he's had an inning or two to get hot. First pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Piglowski, the senior, rocking the number 9. Try to do some damage here with nobody out in the fourth. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Healthy cut from Piglowski. Count is 1-1. Keck working quick here with a runner on. Hanisch not really a threat to run. He's the catcher in today's ballgame. Next pitch is drilled to third. Williams makes the catch, throws on to first. Awful base running from the catcher Hanisch, who I just said not the greatest base runner. Ball was stung by Piglowski straight to third, but Williams was in a perfect position as Coach Mickey will signal to his bullpen and Carter Bond to slow it down as Keck gets 2 quick outs on 1 pitch here in the fourth. Next pitch to the other 23, Palma, the 9-hole misses. Counts 1-0. Piglowski put a nice swing on that one. Could have been trouble for Keck. Would have been first and second with nobody out, but ball finds the glove of Williams, and they always say back on a line drive back when you're learning the fundamentals of baseball, and Hanisch got a little too antsy over there at first, and nonetheless a double play. Pitch is stung. Another line out as Keck, some loud contact here in the fourth, but a lightning quick inning as we'll head to the bottom. Falcons up 2-1.
Hello everyone, I'm Durano Jr. I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I will be an intern at the Varsity Sports Show this spring. I will be covering all of the local sports news coming out of Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a senior at Arizona State University, studying to become a sports broadcaster. I can't wait to achieve that dream. I will be giving my best sports stories throughout this semester.
Hey everyone, my name is Evan Rodriguez from Arizona State University, and I am interning for the Varsity Sports Show this semester. I am originally from Seattle, Washington, and fell in love with sports at a very young age.
My favorite sports team is the Seattle Seahawks. My passion for sports is what led me to the sports journalism career, and I know I can excel at that with the Varsity Sports Show internship.
Hi, my name is Will Case. Born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada, I am now a junior majoring in sports journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at Arizona State University. I'll be working with Varsity Sports this semester, creating all types of content and broadcasting high school games across the valley. I started reporting on sports news by creating video packages in high school, and from there, I knew I wanted to become a sports broadcaster. Through Blaze Radio and this opportunity at Varsity Sports, I hope to continue developing as a person and as a broadcaster.
Welcome back for the bottom of the fourth, where Kason Williams will lead off. He turned that double play in the top half of the inning. Brown's still out there. First pitch to Williams is swung on, skied into left field. It's a can of corn for the left fielder, Canerco. One pitch, one out for Brown. Both pitchers settling in here in the fourth. Next batter for the SaberCats will be number 7, Neiman. Brown's ready to go on the mound. Like I said, found a groove, working quick here now. Clean past few innings. First pitch to Neiman, misses outside for a ball. One 0 pitch from Brown is in there for a strike. He'll even it up. Brown's 1-1. Is swung on and missed. That looked to be the changeup. Got Neiman way out in front and swinging. Counts now 1-2. Brown can go pretty much anywhere here. Maybe he'll go back to that changeup. 1-2 is a fastball. Misses outside. So 2-2 count here with one out in the bottom of the fourth. Brown throws to Neiman. Brown will look to get another 1-2-3 inning. Next pitch is fouled off the cap of the bat. We'll do it again at 2-2. Brown kicks and fires. Curveball is swung on and missed. Tight curveball from Brown. Gets Neiman swinging. Beautiful pitch for the second out. Brown's wheeling and dealing here in the fourth. Some quick outs. So he'll face the opposing pitcher, Keck. Fouled straight back, counts 0-1. Keck struck out in his first at-bat. And maybe he was still in the game because his spot was due up and none of the pitchers can really hit, but they can still DH him. Next pitch is a ball. That's the Ohtani rule where pitcher hits for himself, comes out of the game, they become the DH. That rule's trickled down from the majors. Seen here in 4A baseball and high school. Next pitch to Keck is lined into left field. That'll be a base hit. Beautiful swing from Keck. As he'll get the SaberCats started with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. As Jacoby will stride in. He flew out to center field his last at-bat. Rocking those double C flaps. Interesting look, but anything to keep my guy Jacoby safe. The lefty swinging Jacoby. Takes the first pitch from Brown. The pitch gets away. There goes Keck to second. That'll be a pass ball on the catcher, Hanisch. And that's a big one as runners move into scoring position with 2 outs. Single should get the job done for Jacoby. Brown, who was in a groove, will now have to work with a runner on second. He gets the sign, he comes set. Looks to second, kicks and fires. Pitch is in there for a strike, counts 1-1. So 2-1 here in the bottom of the fourth with 2 outs. Brown has found his groove. Keck found a groove last inning. See if Jacoby can tie this ball game up. His next pitch is inside. Jacoby extended that leg a bit as if he was trying to get hit by that pitch, but misses him. Count moves to 2-1. Brown takes an extra look at second. Now will deliver. Swing and a miss by Jacoby. Healthy hack. So he tried to get way under that one. Counts 2-2 here with 2 outs. 2's are wild. Big pitch here from Brown. So he pitches with the 1-run lead. His 2-2 to Jacoby is way outside. That pitch wasn't even close. Count is full with 2 outs. And with only a runner on second, more than likely Keck won't be going anywhere in the full count. Brown's payoff pitch is fouled. Out of play. We'll do it again at 3-2. Jacoby was late on that one. So let's see if Brown sticks with the fastball here to get out of this fourth. Next pitch to Jacoby is lined into right field. That'll be a base hit. Here comes the runner, Keck. The throw is not in time. Keck will tie the game. Jacoby with an RBI single. As the SaberCats tie this game in the fourth. Good piece of hitting from Jacoby. Brown sticked with the fastball. Jacoby, I said lined, but grounded a ball through the 3-4 hole for a single. Throw was just late. Keck slid in there safely. So we got a tie ball game on our hands now in the fourth. Brown will take on the 9-hole center. First pitch is fouled straight back. Counts 0-1. So Jacoby on first with 2 outs. And Brown and Keck have had 2 totally different days, but scores the same. Next pitch misses to center. Keck, a lot of pitches, a lot of base runners, working out of trouble. Brown got into trouble in that first inning and limited well, but ever since then has been rolling. But 2 hits in this inning and that all-important pass ball. Runner goes. Ball gets away. Jacoby slides into second. Could have got to third as his teammates were yelling at him, but slides into second. He'll move up anyways. Pitch was way outside, but again, catcher for the Falcons, Evan Hanisch, seems to be having some trouble with Brown now as the senior battery seems to be all out of sorts. Like I was saying, Brown and Keck have had 2 totally different days, but the score's still 2-2. Next pitch to center is fouled straight back. Counts now 2-1. Brown's been working quick and getting out of innings quick, and like I said, 2 hits here in this inning. Scores the run and a couple of pass balls now. Another runner in scoring position. For center, the 9-hole. Walked his last at bat. See what he can do here against Brown. Curveball just misses outside. Good pitch. Center spits on that one. Counts now 3-2 with 2 outs. So same situation we just had when Jacoby singled that ball into right field. Let's see what center can do. Next pitch to center is outside. Brown walks center again, and center does his job and flips the lineup. Second baseman Lou Busseri will stride in with runners now on first and second here with 2 outs in the fourth. And pitching coach for the Falcons will come out and talk to Brown, give him a second, give him a breather, settle him down. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Tie ball game. SaberCats 2, Falcons 2.
I see him walking up.
Carter Brown looking to get out of a bit of a jam here in the 4th. As both teams put up 1 run in the 1st and a couple of zeros in the 2nd. 1 run for the Falcons in the 3rd. Could have been more, but good play by Gomez and Keck to gun a runner out at home on a wild pitch. And then no runs for the SaberCats in the bottom of the 3rd, no runs for the Falcons in the top of the 4th, and now 1 run here for the SaberCats in the bottom of the 4th. Looking to do more damage is Busseri. Bond will come set. First pitch is drilled into right field. Let's see if they have a play, and a right fielder, Kleinfelter, was camped, and he'll make the 3rd out, so Brown gets out of a bit of trouble. SaberCats put up 1, now 2-2 as we head to the 5th.
Hello everyone, my name is McKenna Kellums and I'm going to be an intern at the Varsity Sports Show this upcoming spring 2025. I will be covering all the local sports news coming out of Arizona's Maricopa County. I'm a junior at Arizona State University, studying to become a sports broadcaster, and I'm very excited to be able to step closer to making that dream a reality by giving everyone Arizona's best sports stories every single week.
Hello, my name is Jordan Rivera, a senior at the University of Las Vegas, Nevada, and this semester I get the honor of interning with the Varsity Sports Show. Ever since I was young, I've been infatuated with sports, the ins, the outs, the analytics, and now I get the chance to bring that knowledge and that passion to the world. I can't wait to showcase all the talented athletes and programs around the Las Vegas Valley here from the Varsity Sports Show.
Hey everyone, my name is Jimmy Forsini and I'll be interning at the Varsity Sports Show this spring. I'll be bringing you all the local sports news that comes out of Southern Arizona. I'm a senior at the University of Arizona studying broadcast journalism, and I can't wait to take a step towards my dreams by giving you Southern Arizona's best sports stories each and every week.
And welcome back to Saguaro High School, as scores now 2-2 here in the 5th, with a new pitcher in the game for the SaberCats. It'll be number 14, Carter Bond, He's a sophomore, 6'1", 170 pounds. He's having a good season for the SaberCats so far. Bond's got a 3.18 ERA, 1 win, 1 loss, and 6 appearances. He's thrown 11 innings, giving up 15 hits, 10 runs, but only 5 of them earned. 5 walks to 8 strikeouts. So let's see what the young sophomore can do here in a tie ball game against the Falcons, as his first pitch is drilled into right field as Henry Verhemme, have yourself a day. Another single for the leadoff batter. He gets the Falcons started again in the top of the 5th. Bond gets greeted with a first pitch single by Verhemme. And Jack Scully will dig in. Struck out looking and popped out to the shortstop in his last at-bat. First pitch from Bond is in there for a strike. Count 0-1. Verhemme on first. We've seen him get some big secondaries and steal a base in the first. So let's see if he has any shenanigans on the base pass in this one. Next pitch is an off-speed. Good block by Gomez. Keeps Verhemme at first. 1-1 count on Scully. And nobody out in the top of the 5th. Bond comes set. He'll check on the runner Verhemme at first. He's in there standing. Bond comes set. Kicks and deals. Pitch just misses outside. Scully now ahead in the count, 2-1. Winds picked up a bit here at Saguaro High School in Scottsdale, Arizona. See if that affects anything as next pitch from Bond is dribbled down the third base line into the SaberCats dugout. Nobody makes the play. Counts 2-2. So Bond looking for a strikeout or a ground ball to possibly double up Scully and keep this game tied. Next pitch is off the fists. It'll be a tough play for the second baseman, Busseri, but he comes over, makes the throw, and goes away. Heads to the Falcons dugout. Verhemme goes to third. Scully goes to second. That'll be an error by the first baseman, Miller. Busseri had a tough play. He fielded it nicely. Did fire it pretty strong on over to Miller, but off of Miller's glove. And that'll go down as an E3 for Scully. Nonetheless, runners on second and third with nobody out, and Bond is greeted with 2 base runners right off the bat, and the SaberCats will bring their infield in to try to hold that runner Verhemme at third. Verhemme's accounted for both the runs and will intentionally walk the 3-hole hitter Kian Marquez, who was 1 for 1 with a walk. So they'll load the bases for the force out and the double play as the middle infield will move into double play depth. Corners will play in for the SaberCats. So they're willing to give up the run for the 2 outs. And Bond will face Ziccarelli, who flew out to left and got hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. Bond's first pitch to him is way outside. Ball gets by Gomez. Here's the play at the plate. Verhemme is in there! And he scores his 3rd run of the game. That'll be a pass ball on Gomez. Surprise Verhemme win as the ball only trickled away not too far, but Bond was late getting to cover the plate. And Verhemme slides in safely as the Falcons take a 3-2 lead. And Ziccarelli will look to do more damage as all runners moved up. SaberCats infield will now play in. First pitch to Ziccarelli is in there for a strike, or excuse me, second pitch. First pitch got away. So second and third, Scully at second. Scully at third, Marquez at second. Next pitch is in there for a strike. Check on the runner, Scully at third. Nothing doing. Decent speed on the base pass. Marquez at second, the slower of the 2 runners. Ziccarelli will try to bring both of them in with a ball in the gap. Next pitch to him. Misses up. Counts now 2-1 to Ziccarelli. Ziccarelli looking to put some loud contact with the SaberCats infield in. Next pitch from Bond. It's in the dirt. Good block by Gomez. He's let a few slip through today, but he's still going to be the machine he is behind the plate. Bond doesn't want to walk Ziccarelli here with Konerko on deck. Next pitch is fouled back and it'll get out of play. Counts full. So Dom Ziccarelli, the Falcons' .459 4-hole hitter, looking to do some damage against Bond. The pitch is skied into right field and out of play. We'll do it again at 3-2. Bond looking to limit and get out of a jam here in the 5th. SaberCats trailing by 1. Next pitch is drilled into right center field. The play is made, but here comes the runner, Scully, from third. Marquez tags up from second. And Ziccarelli will get plenty of high fives from that Falcons dugout as he hits a sac fly to right field. The score is now 4-2 in favor of the Falcons, and Sabercats will keep the infield in with a runner on third and only one out. With Konerko, who hit a sac fly in his last at-bat, will look to do the same. Next pitch is skied into right field. Looks like he is going to do the same. Tagging from third is Marquez. Here he comes to the plate. The throw is in time. What a throw by Kingston Sinner in right field for the Sabercats. The throw beat him by a mile, but it was a close play. And the Sabercats get out of the inning. Carter Bond works around a few hits and a few walks as we'll head to the bottom of the fifth.
Hello everybody, my name is Tyler Wargo and I'm an intern at Varsity Sports Show this upcoming year, and I'm honored to give you local coverage regarding sports within the Valley. A little bit about myself: I am a senior studying in sports journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication, located at Arizona State University. And again, I am very honored to give you guys the coverage that you guys want to see regarding sports within the Valley.
Hello, my name's Ethan Hall, born and raised in Phoenix, Arizona. I'll be working with Varsity Sports this season, producing shows across the valley from high school to the college level. I got my start in the Northwest Valley working with PSBN, producing shows on the high school level. Then went to continue on to Arizona State University, working on Cronkite News. I can hope to continue my journey, producing great shows for great people.
Hey everybody, I'm Colby Miltonberger. I'm a student at Arizona State University studying sports journalism, and I'll be interning at the Varsity Sports Show. I've been living in Arizona for almost 11 years now and have always had a deep passion for sports. I am so excited to get to cover sports for my community and learn and improve my skills as a journalist this spring with the Varsity Sports Show.
Welcome to the bottom of the fifth, where number 15, Xander Bratspis will lead off. Same pitcher in the game for the Falcons is Carter Brown. Only 2 runs through 4. Try to work a clean fifth. First pitch to Bratspis. Misses. It's a ball. Last inning ended on a fly out to right field and then double play as they threw him out at home. Close play at the plate, but home plate umpire calls him out. Score stays at 4-2. Next pitch to Bratspis is a ball. So Bond and Keck doing good jobs of limiting here today. Plenty of innings that could have got out of hand. Next pitch is in there for a strike. Clips the top of the zone. Bratspis will take ball 4 and lead off this inning with a walk. As Alain Gomez will stride up to the dish. Base umpire and Coach Gianni will have a conversation. Not sure what this is about, but Coach Gianni will go out and talk to his pitcher. So Bratspis leads off the inning with a walk. Now Gomez. Looks like they're going to pull Brown here, and they will. Carter Brown will get a round of applause for his efforts here today, and we'll go to the bullpen. So we'll head to the bullpen and be right back on Varsity Sports.
Drives inside, loses the ball.
From Vince, I don't know how he does it. Everything that he's doing with so many different schools,
all the equipment that he has, just everything that he's put together really all by himself. I have so much respect for everything that he's set up, and giving us the opportunity to do this has been great. And because if I didn't do this, not sure how I would really get into this field. So for Vince, just the amount of respect I have for what he does and how he was able to set everything up has been amazing.
Going the extra mile like he does, I mean, sometimes, I think that's important to do, going the extra mile with stuff, and even though this is, not ESPN or one of these bigger companies, kind of to have that mindset when it comes to a broadcast. We're trying to, just knowing on this level that the expectation is being a professional and acting like it. And, there's obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but, just the importance of, doing your best work, and that, you could always be better.
We started with, here in Arizona at least, we started with probably testing out a live stream with 5 football games in 2019. 2020, which was ultimately was the start of the pandemic, we grew and we added probably close to 30 games that year. 2021, we doubled to 60. 2022, we did 100. This year, we're on track to do 130. It means everything to me. It's not just about me. It's about the students that we showcase, both in front of and behind the microphone. It's not about just broadcasting games, but it's about providing a platform to our student interns to give them an opportunity to grow, to practice their trade, to move on once they've mastered these skills here in broadcast journalism as well as production. Our job placement rate, no kidding, is 100%. Everybody that works for us, if they graduate from college, they get a job in media, and we help them get there.
Back to Saguaro High School. Number 2, Cash Dooley for the Falcons. First pitch to the switch hitter Gomez is fouled straight back. Gomez, the switch hitting catcher. He's 1 for 2 today with a single and a pop out to shortstop. As Dooley, the lefty, with a 2.03 ERA, will deal to him. Next pitch is swung on and missed by Gomez. Healthy cut, counts 0-2. Runner on first, nobody out. Dooley, pitch in the dirt, gets away. There goes the runner from first. As Bratzfus advances to second on the wild pitch. Now Dooley will have to work with a runner in scoring position. Gomez with his SaberCats trailing 4-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Try to answer back from that Falcons 2-run inning in the top half. Next pitch clips Gomez, and he'll head down to first via the hit by pitch. So Dooley comes into the game and gets ahead of Gomez, but then hits him. Runners will be on first and second now with nobody out. Pinch runner number 9, Taichi Abino, will take Gomez's place at first. This next batter for the SaberCats will be Kyle Miller. He singled and grounded out to to first. That was the PFP from Brown. First pitch, squares around to bunt, throws it about 45 feet in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. Runners both move up. Now second and third, nobody out. And that did not feel good for Evan Hanisch behind the plate as it hit him square in the mask. But Dooley threw about a 45-foot pitch. And now Kyle Miller will most certainly be swinging the bat. Won't see him square around a bunt now with second and third, nobody out. Falcons play infield in. Next pitch to Miller is drilled down the line. Gets by the third baseman. Here comes one run. Here comes the second runner. Play at the plate. is not in time. Throw down to second is not in time. Miller comes through in the 5th. 4-4 on the RBI double from Kyle Miller. So that first run will be credited to Carter Brown, the former pitcher for the Falcons, as he walked Bratzfus to lead off the inning. And the next one will go to Cash Dooley, the new pitcher in the game, who hit Gomez. First pitch gets away. There goes Miller to third. And Miller gets to third, and ball gets out of play. Are they going to rule that he was at third when the ball got out of play? If so, runner will score. They're not going to give it to him. They're going to say ball did go out of play, but they're going to say he didn't have third base yet. So Cash Dooley has been all over the place, taking over in a relief role for Carter Brown. Infield in for the Falcons. 1-0 pitch to Kason Williams is lined into center field. Center fielder has it, but here comes Miller from third. The throw. No, Miller pump faked me. And the throw from the center fielder, Luca Palma, was a little bit up line. He probably could have got the job done there if Miller would have gone, but Miller stays put. Good swing from Williams, the third baseman for the SaberCats, but nothing doing. It looks like we'll have our first pinch hitter of the game. It'll be number 19, Anthony Gilligan for the SaberCats. The sophomore, 6'2", 205, batting 150 on the year. He'll try to get the run home from third with only one out. Falcons still play infield in. First pitch to him misses, counts 1-0. Next pitch is fouled straight back, caught a good piece of the catcher, Hanish, and the umpire will give him a breather. And catcher and umpire, good relationship, supposed to protect each other. So good job there from the home plate umpire, giving our catcher for the Falcons, Hanish, a second to regroup. And Dooley is in a 1-1 count with Gilligan. Next pitch to him is in the dirt. Good block by Hanish. And like I said, Dooley's a bit all over the place here in the 5th. Two-one pitch from Dooley. Misses just up. Catcher wanted that one, stuck it a little longer, but Gilligan takes ball 3. Next pitch to Gilligan, swung on and missed. Good pitch from Dooley to get back in the count. Count's now full. Big out here with only one out. So the infield could play back if Dooley can get Gilligan to pop out or strike out. The payoff pitch is in the dirt. Ball gets away. Here comes Miller, and that'll score a run for the SaberCats. They now lead 5-4 as Gilligan takes a walk. So Kyle Miller, a huge swing and a huge run to give the SaberCats the lead in the 5th. So we'll see another new player in the game. Actually, no, this will be pitcher Carter Bond that's hitting, and somehow Chasen Neiman, who's supposed to be hitting 6, is now running at first for Gilligan, who just took a walk, as the Falcons will do a mound visit to try to settle Dooley down, as like I said, he's thrown 4 or 5 pitches in the dirt here in only 1 inning, and they've cost him greatly. So Carter Bond will take some swings. He replaced Vinny Keck as the pitcher in the game. Bond is hitting .500 this year, so SaberCats have some guys that can do it all. And like I said, Chasen Neiman, his first pitch gets away. Another ball in the dirt for Dooley. So like I said, there's Chasen Neiman moving up to second, who was hitting 6, but somehow pinch ran for Gilligan, who just took a walk. And Evan Hanisch, the Falcons catcher, looks towards the skies as if he's asking for Dooley to just make it to him, so these wild pitches don't keep getting away from them, as next pitch to Bond is swung on and missed, counts 1-1. And those are the little things that pitchers can't control, is just making it to the plate as next pitch just misses low. And Dooley is frustrated, looking in his dugout. Next pitch is skied into right field. Right fielder Kleinfelter has a play, and Neiman stays put at second. So good work there from Dooley, getting the second out and keeping the runner at second as he retires Carter Bond. And Henry Jacoby will stride in. He's 1 for 2 with a fly out to center field and a single through the 3-4 hole that drove in a run. He'll bat from the right side. First pitch is fouled straight back, and this is the first time I've seen Jacoby face a lefty, and that must explain why he has C-flaps on both sides. It's because he's a switch hitter. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed, but I mean, if it was me personally, I'd just get 2 helmets. I don't know if I'd wear it on both sides, but nonetheless, Jacoby is rocking the double C-flap as the 0-2 pitch is in the dirt. Good block from Hanisch. Counts 1-2. So runner on second is Chasen Neiman, who got pinch hit for and then came back in right away after the at-bat by Gilligan when Gilligan walked. Next pitch is in the dirt again, counts 2-2. Twos are wild here in the bottom of the 5th. And Jacoby will try to add an insurance run as Dooley steps off. So 5-4 here in favor of the SaberCats. We're getting late. Next pitch is just misses, and Dooley throws his hands up. Looks into his dugout and says, yeah, I don't know. A couple of chirps from the Falcons dugout towards the home plate umpire. The payoff pitch misses. Dooley wanted that one again. Catcher throws up his hands, disagrees with the umpire's explanation. Dooley's having a long look in, but can't get the umpire's attention. Not sure where there's past 2 pitches missed, but they were close. Good at bat from Jacoby, taking his walk. Not extending the zone. Next pitch misses. And the Falcons are real frustrated. Pitcher, catcher, dugout. They're all not liking this zone from the home plate umpire. His next pitch misses for another ball. Count is 2-0. On our batter, Kingston Sinner. Made a couple plays in right field. 2-0 pitch is slammed into center field. Center fielder will have a play, and he'll retire the side. That'll do it for the SaberCats in the 5th. They put up 3 runs to take the lead as we'll head to the 6th.
Hello everybody, my name is Brady Hanson and I'm an intern here at the Varsity Sports Show. I am also a student at Arizona State University studying sports journalism. A little more about me, well, I'm a big time golfer. I love the sport, but nothing comes close to my number 1 sport of baseball. I am so excited for this opportunity with Varsity Sports Show, not only to help me to grow and expand as a journalist, but to help provide sports coverage that you all love and crave so much. Can't wait to see y'all out there.
Hello everyone, my name is Raymond Moreno. I am an intern for the varsity sports team. In the spring semester, I will be giving you guys all sports coverages of Tucson sports. I am a student at the University of Arizona, and I'm excited to be here to work on my craft and to become a better sports journalist.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Carter Bond will work his second inning of work. He'll face Aiden Kleinfelter to start the sixth inning. First pitch from Bond. Curveball dribbled on over to third. Good play by Williams. Fires. What a pick by Miller. As they get Kleinfelter for the first out here in the top of the sixth. Just a high chopper for Williams. Threw a laser of a throw in the dirt. Beautiful pick by the first baseman, Miller. Saves an error. And it's the first out of the sixth. Next batter will be the catcher, Evan Hanisch. Had a tough day behind the plate. First pitch to him is a curveball fouled right next to me. Good thing for the net, or else me and McKenna here would have been in some trouble, but 0-1 count on Hanisch. Next pitch from Bond, another curveball in the dirt. Counts 1-1. Hanisch is 2 for 2 on the day. Up in that 414 average heading into today. Next pitch is dribbled up the middle. It's going to be a tough play, and it eats up Busseri as Hanisch dives in head first to first. That'll most certainly go down as a base knock, as it went right over the mound, and it was a tough play for Busseri at second. And Hanisch is 3 for 3 on the day. It's exactly what the Falcons needed after that long last inning, and the SaberCats took the lead. Let's see if they play some small ball to get Hanisch into scoring position and trying to tie this game up. Pitch from Bond is foul tipped into catcher's glove Gomez. Counts 0-1. Karsten Poglowski is up. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a line out to third base. Ball's popped up. It's going to be the triangle of death. Let's see who wants it. Center fielder. That's Neiman. He retires. Poglowski for the first out. And like I said, triangle of death. That's a tough place for a ball to be hit, as the shortstop, second baseman, left fielder, center fielder, they all come in, and sometimes it causes problems, some communication problems between the three, and center fielder Chasen Neiman took control for the second out. Bond's first pitch to the 9-hole. Palma is in there for a strike. Palma 0 for 2. He popped out to third and lined out to second. Bond has found a bit of a groove here after that base hit from Hanisch. Next pitch just misses. Falcon dugout would have erupted if that was called a strike after that last inning. A few pitches that were close that were not called by the home plate umpire. Check on the runner on first. Nothing doing. Next pitch, fouled back, gets out of play. Counts now 1-2. To the 9-hole, Luca Palma will try to flip the lineup for Henry Verhemme, who is 3 for 3 with 3 runs scored today. 1-2 pitch from Bond is in the dirt. Good block by Gomez, keeping the runner at first. Twos are wild here in the top of the 6th. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs. Next pitch is drilled into right center field. The wind will knock it down as Neiman makes the 3rd out. Carter Bond gets out of the 1-out single, and we'll head to the bottom of the 6th.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
What's going on, Varsity Sports Show fans? My name is Jorge Montiel, and this Monday, March 31st, I'll be going live with my show, Montiel's Moment, and I'll be talking about upcoming WrestleMania event for the WWE, all the biggest matches. I will also be talking about MLB early picks, who's going to come on top of the divisions. So if you're interested, join me this Monday, March 31st at 7 p.m. I'll see you then.
Hello, Varsity Sports Show viewers. I'm Nia Jackson with the show Nia Sideline Report. I'll be going live on Tuesday, April 1st at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, only on Varsity Radio on live365.com. We will be talking about the ongoing March Madness tournament as well as the current NBA standings and the upcoming playoff picture. Be sure to tune in once again on Tuesday, April 1st at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, only on Varsity Radio at live365.com.
Welcome back to Saguaro High School, where Falcons will go to the bullpen again. New pitcher in the game is number 18, Dallas Dunn. The senior with a 2.55 ERA so far this season, so he'll look to keep this deficit where it's at. And he'll do so against the top of the SaberCats lineup as they come up for the 4th time. It's Lou Busseri who leads off. SaberCats up 5-4 here in the 6th. First pitch is a curveball in the dirt for a ball. SaberCats will look to get a couple insurance runs here in this inning. And if they are unable, we'll try to look to get just 3 outs in the top half of the 7th to win this ball game as next pitch is in there for a strike. These teams will face off again later this week. This is a 4A Desert Sky region matchup. Big rivalry game between these two as next pitch misses up. We'll most certainly see each other again later down the line, possibly even in the playoffs. But it's the first matchup between these two teams this year. Next pitch is skied into center field, and center fielder has a play on it for the first out. Good work from Dunn, taking care of Busseri.
Shortstop, number 15, Xander Bradstris.
So Busseri goes 0 for 4, and Bradstris will stride in. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and 2 runs scored. First pitch from Dunn is a curveball in there for a strike. Next pitch from Dunn is misses high. Counts 1-1 with only 1 out here in the 6th. Next pitch to Bratspis is another curveball in there for a strike. He's got Bratspis way out of sorts. Pitching him backwards here is Dunn. Let's see what he goes with here. Next pitch is another curveball. This time Bratspis is on it, but it's a skied into center field. And Palma will make another play for the second out to retire Bratspis. 2 quick outs for Dunn. Now Dunn will face Gomez, who's 1 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a run scored. Hitting from the left side this plate appearance. Let's see if Dunn gives Palma another play in center field. First pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Dunn's 1-0, misses. Counts 2-0. Should see a healthy cut out of Gomez here if the pitch is in the zone. With 2 outs here in the 6th, he's certainly thinking home run. Next pitch is a curveball in there for a strike. Good pitch from Dunn and good take from Gomez. Had him fooled on that 2-0. The 2-1 is in the dirt. Gomez gives a little bit of a Soto shuffle back to Dunn. Counts 3-1. 3-1 pitch misses. Gomez will take his walk, and he's on base for the 3rd time in 4 plate appearances. And pinch hitter in the game will be Connor Hansen, the freshman, as Abino will take Gomez's spot as a courtesy runner at first base. Connor Hansen batting for first baseman Kyle Miller, who was 2 for 3 with that huge double in the 5th. Scored 2 runs and then came around to score himself. That's how all 3 runs scored in that bottom half of the 5th. So the SaberCats took the lead. First pitch is lined into left field. That's a base hit. Beautiful swing off the bench from Hansen. It'll be first and second with 2 outs. So now a little pressure for Dallas Dunn to get out of it unscathed. As the third baseman, Kason Williams, will stride to the dish. He singled in the first, but then was called out due to an illegal bat. And lined out to center field as well. First pitch to him just misses. Curveball misses the outside corner. Counts 1-0 on Williams. Good speed in Abino at second. The courtesy runner for the catcher Gomez, so a base hit should get a job done. Next pitch is a curveball in there for a strike, and Williams shakes his head, acknowledging Dunn's good hook. 1-1 to Williams. Is fouled right around home plate. Comes back towards us. Counts now 1-2. So let's see where Dallas Dunn goes here. He's thrown a lot of curveballs for strikes, and they've been sharp. So we'll see if he goes back to that, to Kason Williams in the 1-2 count with 2 outs here in the 6th. He does, and it just misses inside. Dunn took a few steps towards his dugout, thinking it was strike 3, but counts now 2-2 with 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out with 2 on here in the 6th. Pitch to Williams is a curveball dribbled on over to Shirt. Verhemi has a play. He'll fire to first and retire Williams. So Dunn keeps the score where it's at. We'll see if the Falcons can tie this game up in the top of the 7th.
What's going on, Varsity Sports Show fans? My name is Jorge Montiel, and this Monday, March 31st, I'll be going live with my show, Montiel's Moment, and I'll be talking about upcoming WrestleMania event for the WWE, all the biggest matches. I will also be talking about MLB early picks, who's going to come on top of the divisions. So if you're interested, join me this Monday, March 31st at 7 p.m. I'll see you then.
Hello, Varsity Sports Show viewers. My name is Diego Iniguez with the show Diggy's Analysis, and on Friday, April the 4th at 6 p.m., I will be live only on Varsity Radio on live365.com. Tune in at 6 p.m. Mountain Time so I can talk with you about the Phoenix Suns and their late season push to make it to the 2025 NBA playoffs. I have been to every Suns home game except one over the past 2.5 years and have been waiting to give my analysis on this team and the unique challenges they face. Please tune in, and thank you very much for watching.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Welcome to the top of the 7th, where a new pitcher in the game is former first baseman Kyle Miller, who got pinched hit for last inning. So Kyle Miller will take over on the mound. Luis Buceri will move from second to first, and Taichi Abino, who's been pinch running for Gomez, the catcher, will move to second, as the SaberCats will try to get the final 3 outs in today's game and take a 5-4 win into their next matchup, as the leadoff hitter Henry Verhemy, who has been the player of the game for the Falcons so far, played a great shortstop, 3 for 3 with 3 runs scored. First pitch is in there for a strike. So Verhemy has done it all for the Falcons. Next pitch misses. Counts 1-1. So Miller will try to get these final 3 outs to secure a win for the SaberCats. Verhemy is going to try to put a nail in that one as he drills a ball into center field. Will it get over the center fielder's head? It won't. Beautiful play there from Neiman, as the ball has not been carrying at all today with this slight wind in from left field. And Verhemy is finally retired on probably his best swing of the day. And that's baseball for you. Sometimes you put a great swing on it and it just doesn't go your way, and sometimes you hit the cap of the bat and you'll be awarded with a single. But nonetheless, the first out here in the 7th. First pitch to Jack Scully is in there for a strike. Scully is 0 for 2 with a walk. He struck out looking in the first. Next pitch to him is just misses low. Counts 1-1. So with the lefty on deck, Miller will certainly be trying to get this out. Next pitch just misses. Scully ahead in the count, 2-1. 2-1 pitch to Scully is drilled into center field. That's a base hit. Good approach from Scully as he lined that pitch from Miller right back up the middle, and he gets the party started here in the top of the 7th. So Miller will work with a runner on first now. And he'll be facing Kian Marquez. He was 1 for 1 with 2 walks, one of them being intentionally. He'll stride in against Miller. Lefty on lefty action. First pitch misses high. Wouldn't expect to see anything from Scully at first. Definitely don't want to make an out on the base pass here with a 1-run deficit. Next pitch is in there for a strike. Marquez looking to send something to the gap and get Scully going from first. Miller kicks and fires. Pitch is lined into right field. That'll be a base hit. Scully will stay at second. As that'll be a base hit for Marquez, and it looks like Scully is getting pinch run for by Cole Batcheller. So Batcheller will be at second. Marquez will be at first with only one out in the top of the 7th, where Dominic Ziccarelli, who hit a sac fly in his last at-bat, will look to tie this game up with that runner on second. Good speed on second with that pinch runner, Batcheller. First pitch is in there for a strike, clips the bottom of the zone. Good frame from Gomez. Ziccarelli will be down in the count 0-1. Check on the runner at second. Pitch from Miller is outside for a ball. So Batcheller playing games with Miller at second. Urbino keeping him close, basically standing on the bag. The 1-1 to Ziccarelli is off the fists, caught by the first baseman, Busseri, who's moved over there from second. Ziccarelli's the second out of the inning here in the 7th. Big out for Miller there. Could have been trouble if he loaded the bases with only one out, but nothing doing. Gets inside on Ziccarelli, and he just hits a little flare over to the first baseman for the second out. It's now up for the Falcons is Owen Konerko. He'll try to get the job done for them. First pitch just misses. Missed the outside corner. Gomez wanted that one, but Miller falls behind 1-0. 1-0 count, 2 outs here in the 7th. One more out for the SaberCats, and they'll secure this win. Next pitch misses upstairs. Batcheller at second. Marquez at first. 2 outs, they'll be going on contact. Next pitch for Miller is lined into right field. Does the right fielder have a play? No, he does not. The ball gets down. Here comes Batcheller. Here comes Marquez from first. The play's at third. Not in time. Owen Konerko gets the job done for the Falcons. 2 RBI triple. Falcons take the lead 6-5. And that was just a great approach there from Konerko, taking that fastball from Miller into right center field. And first pitch is a ball, and after all day, the ball has not been flying. That one finally did into that right center field gap, and it got down. 2 runners score, and the Falcons take the lead. Next pitch is in there for a strike. Count is 1-1 on Kleinfelter. Kleinfelter will look to add an insurance run, but Miller misses with his third pitch of this at-bat. Counts 2-1. Kleinfelter calls time to tie his shoe, and man, what a big at-bat from Konerko. He was 0 for 1 with a sac fly and a walk before that massive 2 RBI triple to give the Falcons a lead. Next pitch is turned on way down the line, but gets out of play. Counts now 2-2. So 2 runs in this top of the 7th gives the Falcons the lead. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. To Kleinfelter, Miller deals in the dirt. Good take from Kleinfelter, as every bit of air has been sucked out of that Saguaro dugout. The payoff pitch is fouled straight back. That'll get out of play. Payoff pitch again. Swung on and missed. Miller gets out of it, but not before the Falcons tack on 2 to take the lead. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th and see if the SaberCats can answer.
This is Matthew Singer from Arizona State University reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. As the college hockey season comes to a close, one story stands out above all else. The Arizona State hockey team, in their first year of NCHC play, has already reached the semifinals in the NCHC tournament. Arizona State can earn an NCAA tournament automatic bid by winning the NCHC tournament. Last weekend, Arizona State upended the University of Minnesota Duluth. Despite reaching the semifinal game on Friday the 21st against Denver, and if they reach the championship game either North Dakota or Western Michigan, Coach Greg Powers' team is hungry for more, and they definitely should be. Without winning the NCHC tournament, Arizona State is in limbo when it comes to making its first appearance in the NCAA tournament as a non-independent school. They are currently 15th in the pairwise rankings. They could theoretically make it as a wild card to the NCAA tournament, but the odds are certainly against them. But if they don't make it and lose in the semifinals or championship, fans should still be proud of what this team has accomplished. Coach Greg Powers has willed this team to a 23-13-2 record and has silenced the doubters over the last couple months. Recovering from a 1-4-1 start makes this even more of a miraculous turnaround for the program. Regardless of the outcome of this weekend's game, he has done exactly what Kenny Dillingham did to the football program at Arizona State, and that is make it relevant again. For the Varsity Sports Show in Arizona State University, I'm Matthew Singer.
Welcome back to beautiful Saguaro High School, where we have action from the bottom of the seventh. As same pitcher in the game for the Falcons is Dallas Dunn, and he'll face the bottom half of the SaberCats order to try to nail down this victory and get a save for his Falcon squad. First pitch to Chasen Neiman was in there for a strike. The 0-1 is a curveball that misses. Counts 1-1. So Dunn will get the win if he can knock it down here. Pitch misses just outside. Counts 2-1 on Neiman. Neiman got pinch hit for his last at-bat, but this at-bat he swings and misses. Counts 2-2. Dunn with that shirt untucked, rocking the number 18. We'll look to get Neiman here. Next pitch is a curveball inside. Good take from Neiman. Counts full. Next pitch from Dunn. It's fouled straight into the Saguaro dugout. Thank God that didn't hit anybody. Neiman was late on that last pitch. Let's see where Dunn goes here. He's had that good curveball working here today. Next pitch from him is a curveball, grounded on over to third. Third baseman scoops it up, fires, and retires Neiman. Good play there from Scully, the third baseman. Excuse me, that's Scully over there at third. Good play from him for the first out here in the bottom of the seventh as Dunn will face Taichi Abino. His first at-bat of the game. He's been in the game. He's pinch ran for Gomez. Let's see what he can do here against Dunn. One out in the bottom of the seventh. SaberCats need a run to stay alive. First pitch is a curveball fouled back. Close to us again, but nonetheless 0-1 on Abino. Abino hitting .333 on the year. Next pitch from Dunn is a curveball at the knees, in there for a strike, counts 0-2. Abino didn't like that one, but tight curveball from Dunn. Really had that pitch working here so far tonight. Next pitch from him. Another curveball, swing and a miss from Abino. Filthy stuff from Dunn. As Abino is retired for the second out. And Falcons can smell victory now. And Henry Jacoby, the 8-hole, strides in. He singled earlier in this ball game. Big at bat from him. First pitch is swung on and missed from Dunn. He's really locked in now. Falcons only need one more out to secure this win. These teams will see each other again later this week. Next pitch is a curveball in there for a strike. And all of a sudden, Jacoby's down 0-2. Nasty, nasty stuff from Dunn. The next pitch just misses up. Dunn reared back on that one. Tried to get Jacoby to swing at the heat. Jacoby patiently waits in the box. The 1-2 from Dunn. Curveball just misses. Everyone on the Falcons squad took a step towards the dugout. Jacoby gave a lean over the plate to try to show the umpire just how far outside it was, and it paid off. Counts 2-2. Next pitch from Dunn. Curveball in the dirt. Counts full now. Jacoby knocks the dirt off his cleats with his bat. The 3-2 from Dunn. Misses high. And that's a walk for Jacoby as he sprints down to first base. Dunn does not appreciate that ball call. Now he'll have to work with a runner on first. Dunn does have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th as he'll face Kingston Center, the 9-hole. He's walked a few times, flied out to center field. See what he does here. First pitch is skied into center field. This could be it. Palma gets the out. Dunn screams towards his dugout. And that'll do it as the Falcons from Cactus Shadows improved to 14-1-1 as they beat the Saguaro SaberCats 6-5. And what a game from both teams today. The Falcons 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. And so the Saguaro SaberCats 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. So clean ball game from both of these teams. And beautiful display of pitching and hitting from both sides. As we would like to thank you for tuning in. My name is Will Case alongside McKenna Kellums. And we appreciate you for listening here on Varsity Sports YouTube.